Hey, what is up guys, it's UJard. Today, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. Normally, I like to upload very fun builds for my channel because, well, they're fun to watch and I'm pretty sure you guys would get bored watching the same old meta builds for Kayle. But today I want to do a little bit, something a little bit different, and that's why I have a spreadsheet in front of me. I want to talk about a build I've been theory crafting on ever since the SERAPH'S embrace buffs for Kayle. I have been testing out this build and it feels amazing. It feels really, really, really good and very strong for Kayle. And I do want to share it with you guys so you guys can abuse this. This build is best when you want to build either Everfrost or Crown because of the mana it gives you. But it will also work on Riftmaker if you really want Riftmaker. So I am going to be explaining why I think this item is really good on Kayle and why we might be able to abuse the item a lot. So there's 5 reasons for it. The first one is very safe laning phase for Kayle with an amazing scaling starter item. So before I explain this, we're gonna have to look at these starter items. By the way, we're gonna be concentrating on this part of the spreadsheet. This is with press the attack, fleet, or lethal tempo if you go precision primary, but you can also go airy, and airy is amazing with this build. I will explain why in a second, but yeah, let's go with starter items. So these are basically the starter items that are viable on Kayle. Doran's Shield, Doran's Blade, Doran's Ring, Corrupting Pot, Coal. I don't really think Coal is a really decent starter item, but I still included it because it will be like good for me to explain you guys why I think this build is very, very good. And well, now Tear of the Goddess, because with this build I want to start Tear of the Goddess. So with Doran's Shield, so this is what it costs, this is what you sell it for, and this is the net. This is what will happen after you sell the item. So with Doran's Shield and Blade, you're gonna lose 270. With Doran's Ring, 240. Corrupting Pot, you're gonna lose 300. Coal, you're gonna be positive 180 because you are gonna get the passive that's gonna give you 450. And you're gonna sell it for another 180, which is a net of 180. So this is how easy the laning phase is with these items and how useful they are after the laning phase. So yeah, it's after level 6 or so, or level 14. I mean, level 6 or even level minute 14 if you really want to look at it like that. Obviously, minute 14 is about level 11, but still, like, this usefulness after laning phase. So Doran's Shield gives you a very easy laning phase, a very good item for the laning phase, as well as Corrupting Pot, but they're very useless after the laning phase. You're pretty much always going to be selling them. Doran's Blade and Doran's Ring, they're neutral, they're good, they're decent, and after the laning phase, again, they're decent. You can still use Doran's Blade really nicely because of the spell vamp and the stats it gives is same as Doran's Ring. Coal, you're gonna have a harder laning phase because this item is really not good. It's just a worse Doran's Blade, but it's good after the laning phase because you are netting 180 gold. And Tear, you don't really sell it, and it's gonna give you an easier laning phase. Guys, it is really good on Kayle because what you can do is you can spam your W because of the amount of mana you're going to have. It's basically somewhat the same as Corrupting Pot. This is going to give you a lot of HP and mana. This is going to give you a lot of HP and mana because you're going to get a lot of mana and you're going to be spamming your W. You can even put 2 or even 3 points. I don't really recommend 3 points, but you can even put 2 points into your W if you really need it. And it's going to be amazing. You're going to be healing for so much and it's going to give you an easy laning phase. And usefulness post laning phase, I don't really have to tell you guys, but it's amazing. Like, once you stack this and you buy Seraph's Embrace, there is no item that's going to be more cost efficient than Seraph's Embrace. So it is amazing after the laning phase. So now that I said that, let's go to the second point. And third point, hit your power spikes way earlier and have better stats for kill pretty much the whole game. So, I made 2 charts here. This is when you have 8.4k gold with Seraph's Embrace. So you want to go Crown, Nasher's Tooth, obviously, into Crown Everfrost, depending on the game. If you're against Burst and Squishies, like Crown is really good. If you really need the Everfrost active, well, Everfrost is really good. And you're going to be able to finish your Seraphs. You're going to have, it's going to cost you 8.4k gold. This is without your boots, obviously. I made these calculations without boots. So when you have 8.4k gold invested into items, you are going to compare that to the traditional build, which is Nasher's Tooth. This is Rift. Sorry about that. And needlessly large rod. So 8.7k gold, you're gonna have these stats. So this is already 300 less gold compared to the traditional build. So 8.4k compared to 8.7k, plus the starter item cost, because with this traditional build, you're gonna go, like, you're gonna lose a lot of you're gonna be net negative, right? Like 250 on average. So there's like a 550 negative cost, well, positive cost for this. It is amazing. It's so much less gold. And on top of it being 550 less gold, you're gonna have 22 extra AP, the same attack speed once you have 5 stacks on Kayle, 24 extra ability haste to spam your ulti. You're gonna have 200 extra HP, because you're gonna have 50 less HP from, well, Crown and Everfrost compared to Riftmaker, but you're gonna have 250 AP, I mean health, from Seraph's Embrace. So that's 200 extra health, which is amazing, especially with conditioning and overgrowth. It's gonna be making you very tanky. You're gonna have 1.5k extra mana. This is gonna be the same armor, the same magic resist. Again, you're going to go resolve secondary. You are going to have less spell vamp, well, negative 10 spell vamp, but you will have the Imperium passive, which will be healing you based on the mana you're going to be spending. So this basically means you're going to be healing for a lot. Like, you're going to have infinite mana, so you're going to be spamming your W, spamming your W, spamming your W. And again, you're gonna have less ability haste, so you're gonna be spamming. You're never gonna be low HP with this, and this, and this. And like a lot more mana, a lot more haste, more AP, and the Imperium passive, which is gonna be healing you for a lot. Yes, you're not gonna have the spell vamp, and spell vamp is better than this on a team fight. But it's not better on a team fight than having more mana, more HP, more AP, more haste, and actually healing your allies for more and more often. So, like, when you have 8.4k gold invested into these items, there's no comparison. This absolutely murders the traditional build. It just, like, you're gonna have double needlessly. It's actually very useless. So what if you have a little bit more gold? What if you have, what if you completed Death Cap? You have Nasher's Tooth, Riftmaker, Death Cap. You have 9.8k gold. This example, you're going to have a little bit less, 150 less gold compared to traditional. You're going to have a 1 needlessly large rod, right? And all these items. You're going to have less AP, a little bit less attack speed. You're going to have more haste, more HP, more max mana, even less spell vamp because of the mythic passive. And, well, you're gonna have the magical opus passive from Death Cap, but that doesn't, like, this doesn't really count because, oh, well, that's already in the AP, right? So you're gonna have 150 less gold compared to traditional, plus the starter item cost, and you're also gonna have 24 AP extra haste. 200. You're gonna be more tanky. You're gonna have more max mana, right? But, and again, this doesn't really count because of the Empyrean. I don't really want to count spell vamp, and you're gonna have less AP. So yeah, the AP kind of a bummer. 100 AP is a lot, and it will mean a lot, but honestly, these also mean a lot. Like, these also mean a lot. I think this is a little bit worse than the traditional because of the AP. Like, 100 AP is a lot. But, and there's a very big but, after 1200 gold invested into these items, this build will always be better than the traditional. Because after 1200 gold, you have, instead of a needlessly, you have death cap. Yeah, this is a death cap. And you have 4 items that are amazing. You have Seraph's Embrace. There is no item, like AP item, that has more gold efficiency than Seraph's Embrace. This is 150% gold efficient without counting mana. Like, every extra point in mana, this is 0.01% more gold efficient because it's going to give you more ability haste. So this is a little bit worse once you finish death cap on the traditional build, but it is way, way, way better before, and it is way better after. So, and it is not like that much worse because yeah, it's 100 AP, but you have haste, you have HP, you have mana, and it costs on average like 400 less gold. So yeah, that's why I think like this build is good. So hit your power spikes earlier. Better stats for Kayle pretty much the whole game. Way easier build path, only requiring 2.2k gold after mythic. So you finish your mythic item and you need 2.2k to finish your Seraph's Embrace because you already have the tier, instead of 3.6k for to finish your death cap. A lot of the games are over before you finish your death cap, so that 1.4k difference is a lot, guys. And after you finish your death cap, no other item can compare to Seraph's Embrace in cost efficiency. So yeah, and guys, try this build with Airy. This build with Airy, like Airy coupled with Tear of the Goddess early game, makes it so basically no champion. Some champions, obviously, they can. Aurelia, like champions that have a lot of sustain and stuff, they can counter this. Aurelia, Tryndamere. But against champions that you can abuse your E on to proc Airy, like QE, just poke them down. Continue to poke them down with the mana you have from Mana Flow Band and Tear of the Goddess and Airy. You can actually push people outside of lane with sorcery first and precision secondary. It is amazing. Like, actually test Airy out. I wanted to do this and the video for today with the traditional runes because I didn't want to differ. I didn't really want to differ too much from the traditional build, but test this with Airy, guys. Test this with Airy. So just go Airy, Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, Scorch or Gathering Storm, whatever you like, and then just Precision Secondary with Legend Alacrity and Coup de Grace. Try this. But yeah, that's about it for the explanation. It's 13 minutes. It's a lot, but I think it's very important that I made this because this is gonna, like, this build is actually not troll. I actually think this build is very, very, very good, and I want you guys to test it out and let me know how it goes in the comment section. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, leave a like, subscribe. If you really want to support the channel, comment what you think about this build, and link up my Patreon in the description of this video. So yeah, I'm gonna go into the live game showing you guys how this build works, and as always, have a nice one. So what I decided to do for this game was go the traditional route, go into precision primary and resolve secondary, which is what most people take on Kayle. Reason why I did this is because most of it, like, this is the traditional route, like no one really uses Airy, and I want to give as best of a comparison in this game. And I hope I do get to level 14 because that's when I'll most likely finish my Nashor's Tooth into my Mana AP item. So, I mean, Mana AP Mythic, that's going to be Lost Chapter into one of these two. And then we'll be finishing our Seraph's Embrace. In this game, I will go for Crown since they are kind of assassiny. Crown works a lot better than Everfrost this game, so I am going to go for Crown. And yeah, we're against Graves, so good luck us. It's gonna be a meh matchup. It's not the worst, but it's not the best if I'm being honest. But again, I do have a lot of mana early on because of Tear of the Goddess. So I will be able to spam my W. I can't put extra points into my W if I really wanted. And Aerie has somewhat the same use as... Fleet has somewhat the same use as Aerie, where you can just literally win lane by sustaining yourself. Aerie's a little bit more aggressive. This is like Fleet is a little bit more defensive. But they're both the same. They both serve the same role, which is beating the enemy laner by sustaining yourself. So yeah. The like sorcery primary gives you more sustain because, well, you have mana flow ban, so you can spam your W more, and well, Aerie is gonna give you a little bit of damage, which you can use to chunk people down. Yeah, guys, if you're enjoying the content, leave a like, subscribe. Whoops, I messed up the auto attack there. Subscribe helps me out more than you think, and let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this build. I think it's going to be a very nice build. Like, if I'm being honest, like, after I did the maps and stuff, I think it's an amazing build, but does it compare to the traditional build? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Right now, I have 18 mana on top of the 240 mana I get for free. So, yeah, I'm just going to continue to use that to my advantage, just to proc, like, to use my W even more. I'm gonna be continue. I am gonna continue to farm. Gonna use my ease into trying to farm against this guy. If I was using Aerie, I would try and use my ease a little bit more on this guy because it does poke him out a lot. But since I do have Fleet, I will just try to farm. Honestly, I can just use my ease on top of this guy and it will still be amazing. Because, well, Fleet heals me up for a lot if I hit him. Like right now, I'm pretty healthy. I'm actually going to put another point into my W. Remember that I can because I do have a lot of extra mana for free. Going to poke him down a little bit. And I am going to pot here. I know that Warwick is going to come, so I am going to pot. Going to give him a little bit of move speed. Amazing, and we get a free kill. That is super good for us. I don't really want him to push right now. This guy's gonna probably TP. What my objective right now is to push this under his tower, but if Warwick tries to push, this guy's just gonna TP on top of the wave. I put another point into my W there because again I have a lot of mana, and yeah, I just wanna sustain myself a little bit more. It's gonna cost me 10 more mana, but it's gonna give me 30 more healing, which is worth it in my book. I want to use my Fleet against this guy. It's a lot of healing. I want to try and not use my Q right now. I want to try and use my mana just for I'm not gonna get this one. I want to try and use my mana just for my W, just to spam my W here. I should have not used my E there. Okay, I'm ranged now. So as you can see, guys, your sustain is pretty decent, especially if you put extra points into your W. You can survive lane pretty easily, especially with Fleet. Like, Fleet is amazing. Area is also really good because, again, you do have more mana because of Mana Flow Band. And, well, you can poke people down with Mana Flow Band and Scorch. Well, Area and Scorch, I mean. Again, I'm trying to use my fleet on this guy because it does heal a lot more if you use it on champions. Whoops. Should have auto-attacked. If you have fleet, guys, this is not up. What you can do is try and basic attack this, just to heal a little bit more. It's not up, unfortunately. It's a lot of HP I'm getting from fleet. That's 36 HP. Don't underestimate how much you can heal with fleet, guys. 36 HP is... I'm gonna start maxing my E. So 36 HP is basically a 1/5 of a health potion. This is 150. Yeah, so 1/5 of a health potion. That's a lot. Again, 42 HP now. That's why I love fleet. And I'm just gonna continue to poke this guy down. Like, I have a lot of mana to spam my W too. This guy's struggling against a kill in the early game. He is gonna be taking a plate, unfortunately. I could have all-in'd, maybe. I tunnel vision because of the cannon minion. Shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna be pushing this wave because this guy most likely is gonna back. Yep. Okay, use this TP. Like, I actually forced him to go back and TP. And he backed with like two long swords. He actually backed because we killed him. And I actually forced him to back because of the amount of sustain I have right now. That is insane. This guy does have Vamp Scepter, so I don't really want to stay any longer here. I'm gonna let him take this plate. I'm gonna let him take this plate, and I am gonna be backing here. I am gonna be backing here. It's a cannon minion wave. Damn. I'm gonna have to TP here. I also forced this TP, so it's not the end of the world. But I don't want him taking more plates for free here. So I'm gonna go into Nashor's Tooth. Don't want this guy hitting the tower for free. Nashor's Tooth is an amazing item against Kayle, guys. It is an amazing item against Kayle because how Kayle wins most matchups is by literally this. Having more sustain than the enemy laner. So this really messes Kayle up a lot. It basically shuts her early game win condition. So this is basically the worst matchup I can probably test this out on. Well, maybe not. Maybe Aurelius a little bit worse. But yeah, not an easy matchup whatsoever for this build. Oh, mate, you should be paying attention. I am going to be potting here. Okay, you should be paying attention, my dude. I am going to start maxing my... Well, continue to max my E here. Because I am winning lane right now. It's going to ult here. I am gonna flash there every single time. I'm gonna flash there every single time because if I don't, he's just gonna Q me, so. Now I have 2 kills. Well, I had 1 kill before. 1 kill and 1 assist. Okay, get it back here. I am gonna be grabbing a blasting wand, and it's gonna be amazing. Blasting one's really, like, when you're building this, it's actually a little bit better to prioritize your AP instead of attack speed when you're building Nashor's Tooth. Because, well, you have, like, infinite mana, so you can just spam your Q and your W. Yeah, just went for a Recurve Bow first, because I had a really good buy with Recurve Bow and a Dark Seal. It's amazing. This guy's gonna probably take a plate here. No, he actually went to stop Warwick. I can't really help him, unfortunately. So he's gonna probably die here. Yeah. He didn't even take this. Gonna try and help him here. Gonna put another point into my W so he can survive a little bit longer. Unfortunately, he did die. I should be doing a lot of a better job in this team fight. I kind of messed up that team fight, not gonna lie. I misplayed really hard. Okay, gonna go back to lane. I am gonna place my pink ward now. Yeah, I kind of messed up, and I could have got in here a little bit sooner. Might be, I guess. But yeah, like the early game is really free in a lot of matchups because of the amount of sustain you have, guys. So and you're gonna be stacking tier really, really easily. It's not like when you build more mana. Because when you build more mana, you normally don't want to buy tier first item. But right now you do. So it's a pretty free stack. Gonna get another plate here. Unfortunately, this guy did get Scully here. So it's kind of an issue. Gonna try and poke this guy out a little bit. Oh, this guy hurts. Wait, he has his mythic now. Okay. There's one thing you have to be a little bit careful, guys. They will get their mythic before you get your Nashor's Tooth because, well, you have 400 invested. Well, I have 400 invested in this and another 350 in this. Okay, got his shield. I mean, I can also back and just buy my item. I just didn't back there. I'm gonna be trying to push this in and back. I'm gonna be grabbing this plate before I back though. Did he get this? I'm pretty sure he got it. Like he got this plant thingy. Oh no, he did not. I'm gonna stay then. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna push this as fast as I can. And yeah. Kane's mid, so shouldn't really be afraid of him right now. I'm gonna be pushing this. Next minion wave is a cannon minion wave, so I'm just gonna back here every single time. Yeah, it's a cannon minion wave. Okay, so I have enough for Nashor's Tooth, and I am gonna be building Crown this game. That's kind of sad that he had that. Warwick is there, though. He did take a lot of this HP, but I mean, I'm gonna get... I already have my Nashor's Tooth, so this guy cannot do shit against me. Yeah, just don't. Okay, I kind of messed up the cannon meaning. I should have bought blue trinket, by the way. I have Lulu behind me, so I can literally face check this. Ward that. I have decent ward coverage. I would like to have a ward right here because it's really good against Kayn. Starting to do some damage. I don't want Lulu with me though. I want to continue to push this by myself. Like right now, this guy can't really do shit against me, and I'm literally perma-scaling. What I can do is literally freeze, but it's a little bit too try-hard for me. Oh, Lulu does damage, man. So much attack speed. It's so insane. Lulu is so good with kill, man. Gonna auto attack that to get fleet proc, move a little bit faster. Not enough, unfortunately. 1900 gold here. Okay. Need a little bit more gold before I back. I'm gonna try and help this girl out a little bit. Okay. Could have killed Seraph in there. I kind of misplayed it mechanically a little bit. Oh my god. Holy F, dude. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Did not expect the Vigar stun there. I did get an assist, though, fortunately. I want to grab this before I back. It is going to give me enough for crown, and I will be going for... Ooh. I will be going for... Obviously, my Seraph's Embrace here. I already have it stacked. You're always going to have it stacked before you start building the item, guys. Always gonna have it stacked. What you can do is also build more Mana Mune, but honestly, since you are going full AP, this is like very, very good. It's going to give you a lot of haste, which means you're going to be able to spam your ulti a lot. It's 2200 gold. Yeah, I should have been top. I'm just autopiloting right now. 2200 gold instead of the 3600 you need for this other item. It's insane. Like death cap. It's just a lot cheaper. It's basically 1k cheaper because I already have this. But like this doesn't count because normally you're gonna buy a Doran's item instead of that. And you're gonna be wasting that, like that gold. A Doran's item or corrupting pot. Oh, that's not good. They're gonna take this. Not much you can do about that. Not much we can do about that. Warwick got caught, unfortunately. Okay, ulted a lot of their damage, and they got a lot of shutdown gold, unfortunately. I will be going for this. So as I was saying, it's not really 1k, it's 1.4k because again, instead of building this, you're normally building a corrupting pot or a Doran's item, which you'll be wasting most of that gold. It's like 200 gold deficit because you can't sell it, obviously. So it's like 1200 gold, if I'm being honest. Because you can't sell the Doran's item for 200 gold and just buy death cap, obviously. We can probably do this. We can probably do this. I don't really want to chase. I honestly just want to farm and try and get level 16 and Archangels. Oh, that shield is insane. The attack speed you get from Lulu is also amazing. Gonna heal Warwick here. Okay. We're at level 15. Which is very, very nice. I have been farming a lot, and I am ahead this game, though. Like, normally you can, and especially if you don't buy Dark Seal, you can expect to buy this before, like, on the 14-minute, on the level 14 mark. Just gonna wait for this, and, yeah. I have enough for my item now. Damn, she got it. Okay, I have enough for this. I am gonna back here. So, right now, I have 377 AP, which is amazing. We have, like, well, we have a lot because of Dark Seal, obviously. We have 10 stacks. And we are healing for an insane amount. And we have 49 ability haste, which is nuts. It's just so much stats. And we have, like, a lot more HP than in the traditional build. And mana, like, a lot more mana. It's not even fair. We have like 1.5k more mana and 200 more HP. So we are very, very, very tanky. Look at that HP. That is a lot of HP here. You want to fuck it, dude. I want to limit test. I want to limit test. I don't really care. Like right now, I'm literally a god because I just finished my Seraphs, so... Fuck it. And that is how you end the game. Don't want to get hit by Garstun here. That is how you end the game. GG, well played. Guys, again, remember to leave a like, subscribe. It always helps me out a ton. And if you enjoy the content, like, and you really want to support the channel, link on my Patreon in the description of this video. And I'm level 16. Amazing. Dude, I actually love this build. It's really, really nice. Okay, GG. Just gonna end the game. Don't want to BM, honestly. Have a nice day, guys.